Hey everyone, this is Lisa from Life in Layouts, and today's layout I'm going to be using the Simple Stories Bro & Co. I'm also going to be using a page map sketch from November of 2018. This layout is going to be a little bit different because I am really going to focus more on the story as opposed to like an event or a holiday. I had a video pop up on my Facebook memories and I immediately knew that I needed to scrapbook that video. So this video is actually going to be in my home video section on YouTube, so it will be linked at the end, and I will also have a QR code. I use my Facebook as in the moment journaling, so I don't have a lot of friends on my Facebook. I keep it very low key because I do share a lot of personal things, and the reason I share it is because I want to be able to look back on it later on when I'm journaling and have those in the moment journaling snippets of whatever was going on during that day. So there are lots of times when things come up in my Facebook memories that I'm like, oh yeah, I need to get that scrapbooked, or it'll remind me that I want to do a layout about it. I wanted to pause the video right here and talk a little bit about what I'm doing. I had a comment on another video of a person wanting to know why I flipped my photos over, and it really just has to do with the fact that I don't plan when I'm scrapbooking. So I already have adhesive on this photo, and I'm using my T-square ruler to try to figure out where I want the photo to be. If I had planned properly, I would have done this before putting adhesive on the back of my photo, but I don't do anything the easy way. So you can see I have my T-square ruler lined up with the edge of my paper, and I am using the measurements on the ruler to try to decide where I want the photo to be. And then once I make that decision, I'll keep that number in mind, and then I'll flip the photo over. I will know exactly where I want my photo to be. So I hope that that helps explain to the commenter from my other video why I do that. If you have any questions like that, feel free to comment those below. I love those types of questions. There's a lot of times where I'll do something and I feel like it is second nature, or like everybody is doing it, and then I'll get a question and I'm like, oh, maybe I'm a little different, which is perfectly fine. So if you have any questions, feel free to comment those below. I've used this sketch quite a bit, and I love the orientation of this sketch. It has 3 4x6 photos and 2 6x4 photos. I feel like 5 photos is a really good number of photos. You could absolutely add flip-flaps to any one of the 4x6 photos to add additional photos. I feel like you get lots of embellishments, as well as the photos are really nicely spaced. Once I get that blue paper down, I do go ahead and add some washi tape to the back of the layout just to make sure that everything is secure. Then I'm going to use this orange paper. The sketch calls for the orange paper to be a strip at the top and the bottom. So both of the strips at the top and the bottom are 1 1/4 inch wide. Then I'm trying to decide what paper I want on the edge. And right now I just have the blue and the orange, and I really wanted to tie it together, so I decided to bring in this star paper. And when I cut down the star paper on the left, I realized that I only had like blues and blacks and grays in that one. So at first I thought I was going to change it up and maybe use this paper here that has like all the different icons on it, because it does have the cassette player on it, but I didn't like it. I thought it was too busy. So I put that aside to think about it, and I pull out this gray paper that has the circles of stars, and I'm gonna cut just 1 strip. I didn't measure it, I just cut to make sure that there was 1 strip. Once I get that down, I wanted to see how much space I had. Based on that, decided where to cut the paper, making sure that I can include other colors besides the blue and the gray. I do pull out my Tim Holtz Distress ink in Faded Jeans to ink all of the edges in a really pretty blue. And then after I ink everything up, I'm going to adhere everything down. So as I'm doing that, let me tell you about this story. I'm so excited to get this story documented. So this was 2 years ago in 2022. Eli came into my room and told me that he had an amazing idea. He was going to take out his phone and record a video every time a song came on, so that he would have that song to listen to anytime he wanted. And it immediately took me back to middle school. sitting in my room with my boombox, listening to the radio with my finger on the record button so that I could start that record as soon as the DJ stopped talking. And like, just so many memories came flooding back. And this was in April of 2022. So when I saw the Facebook memory, I was like, oh my goodness, all those memories came flooding back once again, and I needed to get them documented. I went and searched for photos because I didn't have anything to really document it. I took a screenshot of the video because I didn't take photos of us. And in the video, I'm just asking him to explain to me what he just said. This video will be added to my home video playlist. I will be adding a QR code to this layout. So feel free to go and watch that interaction with myself and Eli. And he is so different in just 2 years as well. His voice has deepened, and I didn't even recognize that his voice has deepened. But in watching this video from 2 years ago, he still has that little boy voice. The other photo that I pulled out was from my Google Drive, and it is a photo of myself when I was in middle school. It's not exact, but I went searching for any photo that had any type of boombox, and you can kind of see it in the background. You can actually see there's like a VCR as well as our family stereo. This photo was actually taken, I think, at the beginning of the school year, like before school started. My mom would take photos of us in our like new school outfits. This outfit was absolutely inspired by DJ and Stephanie Tanner. If you remember that episode of Full House when Stephanie wanted to dress like DJ, and so she had on this like pink top with black spandex, pink scrunchy socks, and black shoes. And so when I was able to get this outfit, I was super excited about it. Because my story is so long, I used the Project Life app to type up my journaling and actually printed it out on a 4x6 photo. And I added that photo down where I would normally add a regular photo. I was really able to make this into a double page layout, which is what I prefer, from really only one single video that I have. So what you can see is over on the far right, I have my journaling. I have the screenshot that I took from the video. I pulled this pink boombox image from the internet. That is not what my boombox looked like. I actually addressed that in my journaling, but the memories came flooding back when I saw that because she has her finger on one of the buttons. I'm going to assume it's the record button, and it looks like she's just waiting to hit that record button, just like I was back when I was a kid, waiting for the DJ to stop talking so that I could get my song. And then I have the 4x6 card from the collection that has a cassette on it. And then the photo on the far left-hand side where I am approximately the same age as Eli when he came up with this retro idea. I knew that I had to use this Simple Stories Bro & Co. because I knew that there were some retro vibes to it. So over on the far right-hand side, I did pull out a square that I'm going to actually end up putting the date on. I found this record player. Even though I'm talking about a radio and a cassette, I thought the record player went well. I was also able to find a chipboard cassette tape, and it says my playlist on it. So those are all going to go on the right hand side. On the left hand side, I found this tag that had the star, so I was able to bring that star back into it. And I do go ahead and ink that up with the faded jeans as well. And then I also found this pennant banner piece that I do put up on Fun Foam to add a little bit of dimension over in that far left-hand corner. So let me know below, do you guys document stories like this where you have these memories and then you go searching for photos to fit these memories? I'm so excited to get this documented because this is definitely something very different than what I normally do, and it is probably one of my favorite layouts of this year. As you guys know, I have been really hustling to try to get my channel back to where it was before I took my break. I have over 60 videos posted in this year, and I am probably obsessively looking at the analytics for my YouTube channel, trying to figure out other ways that I can boost my channel, whether it's my watch hours, my subscribers, whatever the case may be. One of the things that I noticed was that About half of the people who are watching my videos are not subscribed to my videos. And I would love for you guys to know when I have new videos coming out. It does not cost you anything to subscribe. I'm never going to ask for any type of money or anything like that from you guys. Subscribing to my channel is going to help bring my videos to your page so that you will see when you log into YouTube, my videos are available. It will be on your subscription page, and then hopefully that will boost my watch hours. So if you guys could click that subscribe button, I would really appreciate it. I love bringing you content where I have double page layouts, which there are not a lot of people who do exclusively double page layouts. I have a single page layout every once in a while, but my channel is mainly focused on double page layouts. And then I also have multiple photos on my layouts, which I feel like that's also something that is not done often. A lot of times there are just 1 or 2 photos on a layout, where I try to put a ton of photos on mine. If that is your jam, if that's what you like to see, if that's how you like to be inspired by scrapbooking, please hit that subscribe button and try to boost up my channel, because I would really appreciate getting my analytics where I want them, and I would love for you guys to support me that way. All right, so you saw me add the QR code to my layouts. I always check the QR code before I adhere it down. It is linked to the video of Eli telling me his amazing idea and me just being overwhelmed with it. It's linked at the very end of the video, so if you want to watch that, feel free. It is an unlisted video, and what that means is that it's not searchable. The only way to find the video is through the QR code, through a link, or by clicking on the video at the end of this video. I do that for privacy reasons, that I'm not really trying to showcase it to everybody. I have no problem with you guys going and watching these videos, but it's not like I want it open to everybody. Like, I want it to be specific people that are coming to that video and watching it. But I suspect that this is something that I'm going to continue to do by adding the QR codes and adding those home videos, because I feel like sometimes while a picture is worth 1,000 words, a video is worth 1,000,000 words. I also pulled out the stamp set for this collection. I believe I purchased some of the pieces from Tuesday Morning, but then there was also a peachy cheap deal when this collection came out, because that's usually the only way that I get the stamps, is when they come in the peachy cheap deals. It actually ended up working really well, because I'm going to end up using the stars from the stamps as well as the cassette tape. I did put the cassette tape stamp on a separate piece of paper and then fussy cut it out because I wanted it to overlap the gray embellishment. I then also pull out my enamel shapes in blue, yellow, and orange and put those in each one of the clusters. I really liked this retro title in the blue. I love that font, but once I got it down, the blue color was not right. It was more of like a royal blue, where the colors on the layout is a navy blue. I ended up replacing the blue with this black, and I don't love it as much, but I feel like it does also still have that retro vibe. I did have to use my glue press to make sure that those thickers are down, because we all know that thickers don't stick very well. All right, so that is it for this video. Here is my final layout as well as some close-ups. Let me know in the comments below if your kids come up with these fun retro ideas where they think that they have invented something amazing and it's really just something from our childhood. If you enjoyed this video, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, I would really appreciate it. If you haven't done so already and you want to see more double page layout inspiration, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thanks everyone for watching, and I hope that you have a scrappy day.